Last thing I wanted to talk about, I think the Mr. Ethan Hunt himself. I
Let's do
just
that.
saw, huh?
But let's do that. But funny enough, you should say when you said Ethan Hunt, for some reason, I was thinking of Ethan Hawke. For some reason, I was thinking
Really?
of what's that movie? The one he did with another girl. It's just two characters in the movie.
Oh,
Before Sunrise,
Before
and then there's
Sunrise and
Before
Before
Sunset.
Sunset.
I was
Those
like,
are, I miss those kind of movies though.
romantic movies all of a sudden about Mission Impossible. So I got kind of confused. So this is called what? The character of Ethan
Ethan
Hunt.
Hunt is the main character that
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
in Mission Impossible, played by Tom Cruise. So
Okay.
I don't know if you've actually seen all of these movies. Okay. All of these Mission Impossible movies. The
Yeah,
one that's coming out this year is Mission Impossible 7.
yeah.
I think it's part one of like the last, because I think this is the last time he's doing it.
Okay.
Um, I just saw it says Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1. This is going to be Mission Impossible 7. Um, and I didn't know, first of all, that he's
Mm.
been playing this character for over 10 years now. Over
Right.
since 1996 was the first one. Holy crap. It's been over 20 years? I don't even think the first one was 1996.
Was it 96? Wow.
Yeah,
I remember the first
96,
time
2006, 2016, 20 some odd years already. Wow.
I remember the first time I saw the Mission Impossible. Yeah, Mission Impossible 1 was it's like in Eastwood, I think. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Tom
But I didn't
Cruise, John Voight was in it, Ving Rhames. I mean, he's been playing the title character for over 20 years. And so I saw the trailer today for the first time for the new movie that's coming out. I think it's
Oh,
coming out at the end of this month. I'm not sure. And
okay.
it looks sick. I don't know if you've had the chance to look at it. I
Nope.
mean, he's done a million movies, okay? But I love this Mission Impossible franchise. Movie after movie after movie after movie, he has always topped himself. I don't know if you saw the last one, but this guy actually jumped from one building to the other and actually broke his ankle and in the process and then
Yeah.
continues to do it.
Yeah.
Can you believe that?
Yeah. Heard about that.
Yeah.
Saw it. Yeah.
But the character is just it's quite amazing. He's done all these stunts and the storyline has one way or the other connected to the other movie and it's quite impressive. I like this I like the way I like this movie, this Mission Impossible.
Wait, I get confused. I think I saw this trailer already. It came out just a couple of days ago, right?
I don't know when it came out, but I just saw it today to be honest with you because it just popped up on my YouTube feed.
Yeah, I'm looking at Paramount Pictures. Released it 3 days ago, 12 million views already.
Wow.
And
Jeez.
maybe I saw the trailer, or maybe just snippets of it, but not the actual full length 2 minute trailer.
Right, right.
A couple of years ago, maybe that's when they were making it.
Are you a fan
Just
of this series?
yeah, 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 yeah. I don't know why my voice went up really high, like yeah, 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 yeah. But yeah, yeah, yeah. I am a fan.
Yeah, I like this series. It's actually really good. The storyline's amazing, but
Of course, yeah.
going from can you imagine all the countries that they've filmed for this movie? They've been to India, they've been to uh Dubai.
So here,
Yeah. What's that?
Fast and the Furious or Mission Impossible. If you had to watch
Oh,
the 7, 8, 9 movies in a row, which one would it be?
I'd have to say Mission Impossible. Mission
Yeah, same,
Impossible, yeah. Fast and
same.
Furious was good, but to be honest with you, that it's kind of gotten pretty outrageous. Just like this last one that came out, Fast 9. The one that came out 2 years ago or whatever.
Yeah.
Really? They're gonna fly a Fiero to space and crash a car. First of all, they attach a rocket to a Fiero. Attach the rocket that's connected to the Fiero to a rocket ship, fly it to space, and then crash it into a satellite and still not damage the car. Like, okay. Really? I don't know about that.
Well, there is a idea in making movies where, if you're gonna make it, might as well make it impossible.
Then it should be Mission Impossible.
It should be Mission Impossible. No, but if you're gonna make a movie, go big or go home.
And how is
Kind
it
of
that
what it
Vin Diesel never ends up with a scratch on him?
right. I
Just like
remember
the.
there
Sorry,
was
go
a
ahead.
girl that I liked that was really into cars before, and she was, so into Fast and the Furious.
Right, right.
And question something like this came up, Mission Impossible or Fast and the Furious, and I was like, oh yeah, Fast and the Furious, Fast and the Furious. I like Fast and the Furious too. I just wanted to get in her pants, right?
Yeah,
So
but I don't get it though. Like again, there's a scene in the last Fast and the Furious episode, season, Fast Nine, whatever, where a truck flips over. For some reason, Vin Diesel's on top of the upside down truck. This upside down truck sliding down a hill, crashing into multiple buildings. Yet he has not one scratch on him and not one drop of blood. I don't know about that. I,
I
I don't,
stopped watching Mission Impossible because of Paul Walker. When he
you mean
was
Fast
gone,
and the Furious?
Fast and the Furious, when he was gone,
Yeah,
I kind of started drifting off. Just the whole idea of it, the whole memory of it, the whole.
yeah, yeah. I mean, that's when he went off. Unfortunately, that's when the whole series started kind of dwindling down. It gotten way out of control what they're doing.
Went crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't get it. I don't know who comes up with the storylines. This again, the last one, Fast Nine, it was okay, except for the whole part where the final ending battle scene where again, car goes into space, a truck flips over upside down, slides down the hill, crashes into multiple buildings, yet he ends up with not even a scratch on him or whatever. I I don't know. He's probably superhuman or something, you know?
So Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1 means that there's going to be Part 2, yeah?
Yeah. I think this is the final part that he's
Ooh,
doing, you know. And
so
have
excited.
you seen you gotta watch like the behind the scenes of these things because the fight scenes that they do in Mission Impossible, like the last one, Mission Impossible 6, I think. They
Mm,
have Superman playing a character in there, Henry
yeah.
Cavill. So
Mm,
there's this
mm, mm.
fight scene in the bathroom. Did you know that it took almost a week for that fight scene to be shot?
No, I didn't
Because
know that.
they they always kept coming up with better moves and whatnot, and the way they just made that fight look like it looked so real and it looked so painful,
Mm, mm,
you know.
right. Yeah, you said that was 6, right? The one now is 7.
Yes, the one coming out is 7. Yes, I believe it's 7. Yeah,
Okay, so then Part 2 would be 8,
correct.
obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't seem to it's taken over. This Mission Impossible has taken over like the new James Bond, I guess.
Yeah, I mean
like
it's
like we need something like that in the world. I think like a James Bond, if James Bond isn't going to, it's like Mission Impossible picked up the torch.
in a way, but I wouldn't say completely because Daniel Craig playing James Bond was pretty cool. I mean, I
Yeah, yeah.
believed the last person I believed to be James Bond to me is Sean Connery. Okay. To me, he's James Bond. After him, where we had Mr. Remington Steele himself. I can't even remember his name. But Daniel Craig came about and I actually believed him to be James Bond. He just looked pretty
Yeah,
damn James Bondish to me.
yeah.
Yeah,
It took a while. It took 2 seconds for me, but yeah, I see what you mean.
yeah, yeah.
Not
And then
initially though. It kind of I had to sink my teeth into it. But here's the thing. Here's another question: Mission Impossible or James Bond? If you had to watch like a
I don't
series of,
know.
let's say, 7 movies straight.
See, it depends because only the last four James Bonds were to me were good. The ones with I mean, at least I could sit to those. Um, um, hold on, past James Bond actors. So Pierce Brosnan played James Bond before Daniel Craig.
Mm,
Pierce Brosnan he just looked too good looking. He was just too good looking to be playing James Bond. You know what I mean?
yeah.
At least Daniel Craig had that masculine look to him where, stop, I'm
Or
gonna kick your
rough.
ass. I can I can
I don't know
actually
about the
kick your ass.
masculine look, but yeah. But I see what you mean. Where the other one's a little too clean.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't look like he gets into a fight, or he's
He
never
looks like
been
he'll
in a,
probably fight you to get a pedicure appointment. You
or
know
has
what I
never
mean?
been in a fight before. Like he needs to be like really gentlemanly.
Right, right. But
Like it,
Daniel Craig he looked like, I don't know, he's not like the best looking dude, but I mean, obviously he looks better than both of us. But my point is, he um he has that alpha male look on him. Like he
yeah,
can walk in the room and probably say, "Yeah, I'll kick your ass," and I can kick your ass. But I mean, Pierce Brosnan, if he walks in a room and he'll say, "I'll kick your ass," I mean, half the room would probably giggle and laugh. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah. He doesn't look like he. Yeah, it's yeah. I agree with you. A little too clean.
Right, right. So I don't know. But if I'm gonna say James Bond or Mission Impossible, what I'm gonna binge on, maybe the last four James Bond with Daniel Craig I can watch. I can't watch Pierce Brosnan's three James Bond in a row. I can't even
Mm,
probably finish one.
mm.
It just I can't picture him running as a James Bond with his hair not even moving. So I'm sorry, I can't do it. You know. Now,
Yeah.
did you know that in every movie that Tom Cruise makes, there's always a scene where he's either running
Mm,
or driving a motorcycle. It's
mm.
it's crazy. Somebody brought that up in a radio show a podcast that I was listening to. I can't remember who or what show that was. So I actually sat down and like tried to see on YouTube every movie that for the last 10 years or 20 years that I went
Yeah,
back on. And it's true. He's either running
yeah.
or
You could
driving a motorcycle
you could search for that on Google on Google on
on
YouTube
YouTube. Yeah.
and like Tom Cruise running.
Right.
You know?
Right. Exactly. But
Yeah.
I didn't know that he actually fly. Like, have you seen Top Gun, the second
Yeah,
one?
he's a pilot.
I know that. Duh. I'm just saying. I didn't know.
I say it like he's my friend. Like, yeah,
Right.
he's a pilot. He was just here a couple of days ago.
No,
Left
I didn't know.
me.
Like apparently he's like adrenaline junkie. He jumps off planes, flies planes. Even on that
Mm,
Mission Impossible, what was that? The 2 movies ago that for that one, where he's hanging
mm,
on the side of the plane.
mm.
That's actually him, and it's insane. I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah. That was
dude,
the
why
whole
would you
thing.
do that to yourself?
That was the whole thing about that movie. They were promoting it because of those stunts. If you go even way back, there was also this whole thing about him climbing.
Right. I remember that. I think that was the second one where he's climbing on the cliff and
Yeah,
hanging like that.
yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, I was like, holy crap, dude! What if you like fall off that thing? That's it,
It
career over.
it's funny though, right? So we're talking about how Tom Cruise is so cool doing this, doing that. And then on the flip side of that, there's Scientology or there's something else going on.
Or with him,
Right.
that whole debacle where he was
It,
being interviewed by Oprah and he's jumping up and down the
yeah,
sofa.
I'm I'm
Remember that?
remind I yeah, I'm thinking, Michael Jackson, there's dance moves, there's the moonwalk, and then there's Never Neverland. you know? Is but
That's so fun. Who
right.
else? Who else?
Uh yeah, don't know.
I don't know. Those are like the two really
They're,
that I
they're
can think
there's
of.
they're so like high up there in the stratosphere that they can do whatever they want.
Did you ever hear that
And
whole
we'll
debacle where Mel Gibson was like being racist?
I caught wind of it, but not really. What was
Oh
that
my
about?
God, that was just horrifying. I've never Mel. We all know who Mel Gibson is, but he got caught being racist to his girlfriend or his wife or his girlfriend or whatever, saying the N word here, N word that,
Mm,
and he was like saying like, "Go get your," like threatening his I think wife or ex-wife at that time. You know,
yeah, yeah,
and
yeah, yeah. I caught wind of that. Yeah,
yeah, it's
that was
horrible.
that
He's
was a
such
couple of
a
years ago, though, right?
yeah, yeah. He's like, why don't you be a regular woman and just
Right,
suck my
right. So
balls?
right, so there's that, and then there's
And there's the movie The Passion of the Christ that he
and th-
directed.
and then before that there's Braveheart.
Braveheart, right?
Right?
And then there's
So
also
it's
the
like,
the on the worst part. Before that, there was the movie that he wrote, directed, I think, The Patriot.
yeah, exactly.
Can you believe that?
But I like that idea. I mean, I'm not actually mentioning this to Raz or to make fun of or put them in a negative. I'm not complaining about it. I
Right.
actually like that about them. That there's something dirty that that they're like.
They're
I
normal.
like it. I like it that they're not squeaky clean. I like it that it makes it so sort of attainable that
Yeah, yeah.
I might not have done the dishes, but I could still do the laundry or something to balance it out. It's like I don't have to, like sort of relating it to myself as a man or like an alpha figure to
Right, right.
follow. It's
Did
like, yeah, you know,
did you ever get into like romantic comedies and all that stuff? Like
that
rom-coms?
before sunrise, before sunset.
Exactly. Yeah, all right. Well, I actually got into it because the whole 90s thing, that was like a big thing.
Mm,
I got that's pretty much what sucked me into the whole movies thing, why I liked watching movies so much. One of
mm.
like you mentioned Before Sunrise. I actually that I really like that movie. That was so cool. It's so simple. They're just
Mm, mm,
walking
mm.
around the city talking. That's it.
Two people. Yeah.
Yeah, two people, you
Mm.
know. And then there's also like one of my favorite romantic comedies was Notting Hill. Remember that movie
Right.
with Julia Roberts? Jesus, that's so gay.
What do you mean? You make it
no,
sound like such an insult when you say, "Oh, that's so gay."
no,
What
I
do you
mean
mean?
it was okay. It was a good movie though. I have to admit, I was such a sucker for those. You know how watching Filipino movies where parang palaging kilig to the bones type of thing.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
You know? That's how it was for me with American rom-com movies before though.
Mm,
Like Notting Hill, 10 Things I Hate About You,
mm.
or or there's so many I can't remember.
There was Christine here wanted to watch. Are you familiar with the other day on Netflix? There was Love and Other Drugs.
Yeah, I saw that too.
You familiar with that one?
Yeah,
She was about she was about to click on it, and I was like, I don't only like the first part of this movie. The second part, I don't like.
Yeah. Yeah, right. But
Oof.
it was I don't know. Anyway, I, that's my 2 cents for that.
So
I think I've
favorite rom com then?
uh well, Notting Hill. Notting Hill was good.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
also, all right, I'm gonna come out like a gay guy here.
What's wrong
Remember
with
that
being gay?
movie? You
That's
remember
the
that
second
movie?
time you
She's all that.
you make it sound like such a bad thing to be gay. You know, people are people are getting married now. You know, there are states that are have legalized gay marriages.
Oh man, I think I might
What's
have
up?
said something that got my live got the live suspended until May 27th.
Oh, there. The gay thing probably.
Probably, probably.
What's wrong with
That's,
it?
that's like, I'm
See, I mean,
suspended. It says your okay. What does that say?
I wonder if
Uh,
that's an AI or somebody actually reported you,
I don't know.
reported us.
I don't know. In any case, it's suspended until here.
That's
Hang
a
on, we got
week.
yeah, the 27th. That's so funny. Um, your live and guest live access will be restored on May 27th. 1 week.
Yeah, that's 1 week for you to think about your intentions for saying that. That's so gay.
Yeah, it's definitely that.
Did they say what it's for? What?
Well,
Why you were
I mean, they
suspended?
said I'm looking at the community guidelines, and your safety will be. But I don't know, something got it out, but that was interesting. I've never had that in my life before.
You've never been suspended? Oh, this
Me?
is
No.
1 week detention.
Oh, I mean, I've had millions of detentions. Are you kidding me?
But I would go with yeah, Notting
What?
Hill.
Yeah, Notting Hill was really good.
I
And
I I always think that rom coms should be like comedies in a sense that they should always end. You should always feel light and bubbly after the movie.
right. Well, everything with those with that movie of like every scene to me just seemed to work out properly.
Mm,
You know what I mean?
yeah, that was
Anywho,
the not coming out, but that was the first. Is it coming out? What's the right term for it? That's the first movie of Hugh Grant, right?
in America, I think it might have been,
Mm, mm.
but I don't know. I'm not sure to be quite honest with you.
Anything else you
Um,
got on that huge notebook of yours, or before we got cut off, or
no, actually, I'm tapped out. That's pretty much it.
yeah? Where do we
Yeah.
get? How do we get into romantic comedies? Oh, because you brought up Dead Reckoning,
I didn't even bring up Dead Reckoning. No, the
Mission
Mission Impossible.
Impossible.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah,
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 yeah, yeah.
yeah,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
yeah.
Um,
I get confused if this is the one with the where he learned how to fly a helicopter.
yeah, that was
That was
two
a different
movies
one.
ago, I think, or
Yeah.
was it the last one?
Okay. Interesting thing about the last movie, and we could probably cap it off with this one. Really, really good trailer on the last movie, the sixth one, I think.
Hmm.
Really, really good trailer. I don't know if you remember, there was a shot or a scene in that movie where they were on a truck, and then the
Mhm.
truck was like careening down this road about to hit something or whatever. In the final cut of the movie, that scene was not in the movie at all. But it was on the trailer, but not in the movie.
Interesting. I did not know that. Now I'm gonna have to look at that.
Yeah. But
That's on the last one?
you remember the scene that I'm talking about though, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So trailer showed a shot or a scene in a movie, but it wasn't on the final cut of the movie for some reason or another. And I didn't look into it anymore, why or how or why they cut it off. But
Yeah, I'm gonna have to look into that. I'm not sure, to be quite honest with you. But that's pretty interesting. I'm gonna have to find that one.
yeah,
Okay. I think we are done for today.
maybe it was an impossible mission that they couldn't put that scene in there anymore.
It just didn't work out for them.
It didn't work out. It really was impossible. It didn't make sense to put it in the movie anymore. And they were like, all right, let's just cut it out. Let's give up.
Yeah,
Let's release the movie already. Yeah.
Anywho. All right, guys. Well, all over the place again today, like always. What else is new? Anywho, thanks for catching up with us. Thanks for watching, listening, whatever.
Yada
Hit
yada
the
yada.
like button. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. That would be awesome. Watch all the other videos. Yada yada yada. We're getting better into this, and we're working on it. Anywho,
after the suspension is lifted, we'll get better.
We will learn our lesson. Our TikTok. We learned our lesson. But
not to be offensive to our
correct. I apologize about that. That was my fault. Stupidity. Anywho,
it's like, no, let's sink our teeth into that just a little bit. I know you're saying goodbye already, but it sucks though, right? I mean, I'm not saying that it's okay, but it's been dug into our language or in our heads or in our
part of the vernacular already.
Like, yeah, that's okay,
right?
And, you know what I mean? Although I understand it.
That was my fault.
No. Yeah, and I'm with you on that. It is your fault. No, but just the whole idea of
you froze.
Like, yeah, too bad.
All right.
But anyway, we're saying goodbye anymore. But I was just saying that it just sucks. That's probably the battery of the camera. Sorry. But anyway, you know what I mean? It just sucks that it's just too bad. Okay, I don't want to get flagged for it just sucks. But yeah, it's just too bad that not now it's offensive to say that.
Right.
Because it's so nice to say. It feels so it's so nice to say. It's so nice to say when something is gay. Except now I can't say it anymore. but you know what I mean? Like,
yeah. I mean, well, that was my fault. I'm sorry for getting us suspended on TikTok for a week, but I'm gonna peel the crap out of that because I've heard worst. I'm sorry, I have on TikTok, so I'm gonna peel it. I'm gonna get it restored. Anyway,
because you can't wait for a week.
I mean, it's the principle of things, man. Yes, it sounded bad, and I apologize, but god damn it, man, I've heard worst in TikTok. A lot worse.
Like what?
Facts.
Like what?
Say I'm not going to get suspended here too either. Okay, so please don't even get me going there.
All right, anyway, let's go before we break something.
Yeah, thank you guys for catching us. Hit the like button, subscribe, please. We would really appreciate it. Thank you very much. Again, this is the Flip Side with Jay and Noel. My name is Jay.
My name is Noel.
We'll catch you later
on the flip side.
He remembered. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Don't hang out. I'm going to stop recording.
Yeah.
You can catch the full episodes on youtube.com at The Flip Side with Jay and Noel. Full episodes uploaded every Wednesdays and Saturdays.